Hello people out in YouTube land. This is Adrienne White again. I'm back for another video. It's been about 2 years since I posted a video, pretty much because there's nothing going on. I'm still wanting VSG surgery. To refresh, if you haven't seen any of my videos before from 2 years ago, I have been wanting to get surgery for I'm morbidly obese. Basically, I am my high weight that I have actually seen on the scale was 232.6 pounds. I do believe, though, I think there was the fact that I was probably on my period at that time. But anyway, basically, I kind of stay right here at 227, 225, 227. I said in a video before that it's kind of hard for me to gain weight. It's kind of hard for me to lose weight. I just kind of stay here. And I said I was kind of in a dilemma of whether or not I wanted to do gain weight so I can get surgery or not. Look, it's taken me 2 years to gain 10 pounds. So anyway, here we go. 10 or 12 pounds, whatever. But either way, I'm still kind of just sitting here. And that's because I was trying to gain weight. But now the insurance situation has kind of changed. I changed jobs. I'm no longer with that particular job, and now my husband is covering me under his insurance for because I just need medical insurance, and I work part-time, and so I can't get it. I'm a hygienist, and so I can't really get it working part-time. So when I was going over the insurance information for my husband, it says that insurance Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas doesn't cover insurance, cover bariatric surgery. So I'm just like, wow, what am I going to do now? But that's just a problem. That's the thing. Here in Texas, anywhere in the South, like Oklahoma, I'm in San Antonio, but Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, all in South Carolina. There's a lot of states in the South typically that don't require insurance companies to cover bariatric surgery. I'm assuming because we love our butter and fried foods and bacon and things like that here. So this is the reason why some of us are in the situation that we're in. And then we're kind of forced to either have to self-pay or find other means of getting your surgery taken care of. Couple of things options I've been trying to look into are self-pay either here in the United States with a bariatric surgeon that's here. There's a bariatric surgeon that I spoke to that my mother went through 5 years ago. She had the Roux-en-Y bypass surgery. She looks amazing. Now she's gotten to the point where she's losing weight and can't stop losing. So she went from 218 or 220 pounds with comorbidity. She had diabetes, high blood pressure, neuropathy. She has like a host of problems. But anyway, she went from that to 121. And she's just like basically skin and bones now. I'm like, I don't quite want to be there, but I do want to definitely drop some weight, between 90 and 100 pounds. So anyway, my other options are to pay here for the United States or to go to Mexico, Tijuana, Mexico. Doctor I've been looking into is Dr. Ramos-Kelly. He is in Tijuana. I've heard nothing but good stuff about him. I actually spoke with a liaison yesterday. He had surgery himself with Dr. Ramos. He lives in Canada, and he went all the way down to Mexico in order to have his surgery. He was very honest and straightforward with like how Dr. Ramos-Kelly is very encouraging, and I got a lot of good information from him. But I'm just trying to figure out what the pros and cons are going to be. Do I want to have my surgery there and it be a little bit cheaper? But then, I brought it up to my husband this morning about going to Mexico, and he said, nope, it's not going to happen. I'm like, but I really want to get the surgery. And he was like, yeah, well, we need to look at something else because you're not going to Mexico. And I'm like, maybe I just need to do a little bit more convincing. I don't know. Sometimes I have my way with him, but I don't know. Anyway, of course I would love to stay stateside, but I know the reality of that is that if my insurance isn't going to pay for it, I'm going to be looking anywhere from you know, $15,000 to $25,000, and I'm sorry, but I'm just a hygienist. I don't get paid like that. I don't even have that kind of money in the bank. So that's my dilemma. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to, what I want to do. However, with that being said, I have an appointment on the 1st with a bariatric surgeon here in San Antonio on January 5th. I'm sorry, January 5th, and they're going to check into my insurance. Because just because the book says the bariatric surgery is not covered, that doesn't necessarily mean that my husband's employer doesn't have it as an option. I don't know. I mean, I just read this kind of generic flyer that he brought home once he signed me up for insurance. So we got to see. We got to see how it's going to go. I have another appointment as well scheduled with my mom's actual bariatric surgeon. And so I am going to talk to him again. He knows all about my mom. He knows me. We've met several times before. And I just kind of want to see if there's payment options, you know, just kind of see what I can do to stay local. One reason why I don't want to go to Mexico is because if something, God forbid, should happen to me, knock on wood, and I know things can happen, I want to be with a doctor that knows me, knows my history, and I can go to, like, in 20 minutes instead of, like, you know, I don't even know how many hours away in a whole other country. So that's kind of where I'm at with that whole deal. I don't really know what I want to do yet, but I will keep you guys posted because I really want to journal. I'm really mostly doing this to journal my journey. I don't have a whole lot of people watching it, but I want to go back and look at and see kind of where I started and where I end up. I mean, it is a journey. It's not going to be easy. I understand that. I mean, I've watched enough YouTube videos that I think I'm dreaming about them now. But anyway, there's a couple of people that I've watched on YouTube that I really, really have gained a lot of knowledge from and information, and they are just fantastic with just being raw and honest, and I just love that about it because, you know, this is major surgery. It's not something that you just take lightly and something that you just say, oh, I'm going to do this. This is the easy way out. I know just watching my mother, this is not the easy way out. And I talked to her yesterday, and I said, Mom, as I've been watching some YouTube videos, and the same question comes up over and over and over again with these patients. And I said, there's 2 questions, and I want to ask you them. And she's like, okay. And I said, if you could go back and do it again, would you go back and get your gastric bypass surgery? And she says, hell no. And I'm like, oh, okay. I said, why? And she says, well, it's not, she said, I wouldn't do it again just because I had so many problems after I had the surgery. She went back in the hospital several times from dehydration. She was in a lot of pain. And she was older too, and she had a lot of medical issues anyway, and I don't know that the surgery necessarily perpetuated that, or if it was just because she was already in a fragile state. So, you know, so she wouldn't go back and do that again. I said, well, okay, second question is, do you regret it? And she says, no, never regret it. I am so thankful that I don't have all that weight, that excess weight on me. Her diabetes has improved. She's gotten off so many medications from other stuff that, you know, most of her problems now are mostly musculoskeletal problems, and, you know, that's kind of like just who she is and what, you know, kind of what's going on with her. So, you know, so it does stand true, even though she had a really, really bad start, she really does not regret the surgery. And I know everybody I've seen on YouTube never regrets the surgery. And I'm like, you know, I want to be in that place too. Couple of people, like I said earlier, I wanted to do a couple of shout outs to a couple of people. I'm not sure if you'll ever see my videos, but whatever, it is what it is Laura's VSG tube. She's really cool. I really like her. She's so honest and so cute. My gosh, she has the most beautiful eyes ever. Drea VSG, she is, she keeps it real, and she's really funny. She just kind of makes me laugh every time I look at her videos. And Erica's VSG journey, she started her journey a long time ago, and a lot of our stuff is kind of similar with insurance, and she had drama at the beginning, and then it all worked out for her. But now she's like doing her thing. She doesn't even make videos anymore. So anyway, it's all good. Then Kainita H, she is awesome. She just had surgery not too long ago, and she is a very beautiful woman, and she, you know, I love her Thanksgiving video. It was really cute. She's like, this is what my kids ate, and this is what I ate, and it was just so funny. But anyway. And Lauren Vento, she is a life coach, a bariatric life coach, and she has piqued my interest in possibly doing something like that as well. I love to talk to people, I love to reassure people, but she has a lot of really good information, and she just makes things make sense, and I really enjoy watching her. But that's just to name a few people. I've watched a ton of people, and not to say that none of the other people are interesting or are really cool or beautiful, and your transformations have been amazing. But, you know, these are just some of the people that kind of stuck out for me personally. I guess there was like a kinship, or I could relate in some way to these people. But anyway, I will be in touch. I'm already at 11 minutes, so I will be in touch. And hopefully with some good news soon. Bye.